Hello everyone, welcome to my very first video about Pauper in English in this channel. I'm Proboszcz and I would like to show you my road to top 8 of Pauper Showcase Challenge. I believe it's how it's called, with battles. So the first round was versus MSS Kinbolik. He was on Boros Bully. And let's talk about our hand. It's good plus hand, good 7. We have 2 lands, a ram spell together with fixing, so those 3 cards enables us to cast every spell in our deck, so it's very good. 2 Buggles, well, that's standard. That's basically why you want to keep hands in this deck. And also Helliot Pilgrim, which is basically fetch for any aura or enchantment card in this deck. So, but it's not so fast as you would draw it naturally, but it's okay. And our Ram True, I decided to play Ram True instead of Essence Harvest, because Essence Harvest is for 3 mana, it needs black mana to cast it, and it's sorcery speed. Also, I decided to not play Fling because I was a little bit scared of Hydro Blasts and Blue Elemental Blast that can counter it. So basically Ram True is only targetable by Dispel or Prohibit, and that's why I run it. And it's also surprising, I believe no one before was playing that card. So let's play our gameplay step by step. Let's see. We start, so basically it's going to be opener with Utopia Sprawl for white. Good to mention, during that gameplay I was after a few beers, so let's see how my sober gameplay differs from my drunk gameplay. Okay, so our opponent plays Traben Inspector that suggests us he's playing either Boros Monarch or Boros Bully, or maybe Black White Pestilence, but I wasn't expecting that. Our draw is long, not very good, but we just play Buggle and probably skip the turn. It doesn't matter which Buggle I play in this moment because I don't run this enchantment that gives enchanted creature, if it's green, +1/+1 and vigilance, and if it's blue, +1/+1 and flying, because I simply don't run it, and that's why it doesn't matter which Buggle here. It's better to play Seeker of the Way that says us that our opponent is on Bully. So we want to draw some enchantment. Ancestral Mask is very good, of course, so it's going to be played, I believe. And next Buggle, just attack with Scout. We can raise with Pilgrim that fetch us for Armadillo Cloak, it's okay. Our opponent does nothing, just attack, doesn't even activate the prowess and lifelink on Seeker, so it's very good. We draw another land, so that's pretty fluid, but we drew Ancestral Nuts, we can't actually whine about it. So probably I'm going to play Pilgrim for that Armadillo Cloak and just slam with Scout. And Buggle, right? So we have 2 mana open. In case of something, we can use Ramchu to kill that Seeker. It's going to be Battle Screech, and now the first decision in Boggle's match. That doesn't happen often to think in here. You just turn your creatures on the right and attack with everything on face of your opponent. So now it's turn to think if it's better to ram through now this Seeker and just continue attacking with Cloak and Mask and slowly getting advantage, or just waiting for better times and surprise our opponent with it. So I believe I didn't use Ram Through here. Yes, I didn't. And I will block with Pilgrim, probably. I did, it's nice. So we're blocking because we want to keep our life total as high as possible, and that's the reason. We probably won't have another good spot to block Secure of the Way in this match. So another forest, it's pretty bad here, but we can still play our Cloak. It's not explosive draw from Buggles, it's 5th turn, our opponent have 18 life. We are not that speed how we want to be. But we are pretty defensive here. We still have that trick on our hand. Our opponent is searching for something. There is no prismatic strand, so still very good. I need to press space for every action my opponent takes. I must remember it. And probably block that Seeker. Or not. So that's the first difference in Drunk versus Suburb gameplay. Really the peasant. Okay, so that's definitely moment in which I want to play Ram True. And that's the moment in which I should use it, but I didn't. I was thinking about something else in this moment, because I will let this prowess trigger, and that makes my lethal not real. I will be one of lethal, I believe, after that prowess triggering. Yeah, that's pretty sad. And so we are one of lethal. We are in pretty good spot here anyway, but we have got draws, of course. After drawing 3 lands, we draw a single aura spell, so we are very, very lucky here. Of course, I'm a little bit joking, but I shouldn't do that mistake in such match, such important match. Okay, so let's go to the game number 2. Okay. Our opponent begins. Well, no buggle, no keep, basically. Simple rule. No land, no keep. Also, simple rule. And we have buggle, we have land, also have ramp spell fixing, so that's keep. That's good 5, basically. And probably put on the bottom Ash Barrens and Scout. Exactly. If we drew a land, we will be in a very good situation. Mask is also good. That gives us we still have 1 turn to draw land. I played Utopia Sprawl now because if I drew Buggle, if I drew now Ethereal Armor, and if my opponent will play, for example, bounce land or tap land, I can avoid his Electricary. Squadron Hawk, so we got a chance for drawing Ethereal Armor. We got our own Electricary, so just slam that Buggle and pray. We draw land next turn. Our opponent discard Battle Screech, that signals him that doesn't have lands. But we Aether, so just play Rancor and try to raise. Our opponent have Electricary, so this game is already solved. Looting and Hawk. Our opponent continues attacking. We draw another 3 mana aura without 3 mana on our field, so that's not very good. So probably it's the last time we can draw something. It's a land. It's okay. We still can draw fixing to play Electricary and surprise our opponent, or Buggle. That can be that hard. And it's going to be Monarch, probably plus Sentinels. Yeah. And it's a land, and they probably conceded. But MTGO can't have them. But you must believe me that I did concede button. So let's go to number 3. We are on play. That's a good hand, actually. We have response to Standard Bearer. It's not that fast, but we are lucky. We draw Ethereal Armor that protects us from Electricary. Just fetch for white and play for Buggle and attack for 2. That's very nice. Our opponent plays Seeker of the Way. So this is going to be long match. we both are going to recover our lives with lifelink. Here it's probably Armadillo Cloak. And just attack to gain more and more life. Squadron Hawk is very good here. You will see why in a moment. Just simple attack for 2. Our opponent misses land, so that's very promising, but he played very well here. He drew 1 hawk more to the 8 cards in his hand and decided to discard Prismatic Strands. So he's not dying now. And simple turn, just mask and attack. Gain as much life as we can. Looting. No more strength, so that's good for us. We draw nothing basically. Okay, MTGO, please respond. Okay, so just slam. He must use strands. Probably play Garden and Scout now. Force him to use mana on Electricary if he have. If not, it's still good. He don't do anything. Discards Prismatic Strands, so. Or maybe he draw tap land. Maybe another Wind-Scarred Crag, and he can't play Strands, or just didn't draw any land. But we do. What we can do here, just turn our creatures right side. Nothing special here. There is Electricary. Our opponent will heal a little bit. He decided to don't use strands yet, so we are healing more and more. We are also saving cartouche to potential standard bearer. Slam Scout, because why not? Okay, so there is crack. So that means that he could draw this land turn earlier, but decided to discard strands. Another Seeker. That's just fixing and draw. Also it pumps up our Bago because it have Ethereal Armor and Ancestral Mask. And Armada is not responding again. What a shit program, right? Okay, another Aura. We don't need to play it. We can bluff Dispel or something. We have a little on our Boggle anyway, and he have Fog, so no reason to pump our Boggle more and more. Okay, MTGO. He's searching for something. Well, I don't want to see another prismatic strands. And that's the game. So let's go to the game number 2 in a second.